So the first thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do a very, very warm crease. Warm is always your best bet. If you're doubting what to do or where your makeup is going to go, just grab warm base. And by warm, I mean this. This is the shade Cocoa. This is also Clean Canvas, Drawer Cosmetics. Grab that on a C31. I'm going to avoid my lid and I'm just gonna throw this throughout my crease. I'm not gonna take it all the way up, but that's just gonna add warmth very, very quickly. We basically already have our transition color. I just wipe my brush off and we'll just press it up this way while the cicadas sing their beautiful song of "It's very hot outside." Isn't this palette pretty? I need to use it again. I'm gonna stick to kind of these tones today, but we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it out because I want to do something with that and that together. So I'll just put it to the side. I really love this brand. It's from Tresluce Beauty and it hasn't let me down yet. That's what this is. But I used the other palette and I loved it. So if you've been wondering, they sent me some, but originally I bought quite a bit of it when I was at Ulta. So it is. All right, we're gonna grab a fluffy brush because fluffy means fast. Remember that. It doesn't mean precision. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna go ahead and set my brow. And you'll see that that just kind of lightened up the brow and it also started to kind of lighten this. That way it looks a little bit more even in transition. I'm gonna grab more of the same shade. It is on one side of the brush. And this brush is larger than the E28, so it's gonna cover more space quickly. Since I was so feral yesterday, I wanna make sure that I'm doing something for everybody because I guess that most people aren't gonna wear those chrome flakes I wore yesterday. How'd y'all like my little catchphrase? This is the brush if you're in a rush. I just came up with that. Now I'm gonna grab this shade. Where did it go? It ran away. There it is. And I'm gonna grab it on the tip of the brush and I'm first just going to press it. Now pretty much everything is set. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And once everything is set, remember we're set from our brow bone to our crease now. Now we can do a few sweeping motions. I'm holding the brush very far back. That way I'm not moving that eyeshadow base. Even though it's set, sometimes brushes, they're not as soft as these. And they'll kind of drag and lift your eyeshadow base and that's when your eyeshadow becomes patchy. So just hold your brush very far back, no matter what your brush is, and you'll have a lighter touch and you'll be able to blend easier. You are going to notice that even though I am doing circular motions and even sweeping back and forth, I'm still not just going like this. That does nothing. That does nothing for placement. It does nothing for blending. You can get an even more beautiful, precise blend if you just sweep and do some circles. Now you're not going to get the precision with, say that if we're doing a cut crease or something of that nature, but you're going to get a really nice even blend quickly. But again, hold it very far back, do a couple sweeping motions very lightly. I'm even slow when I do this because you don't want to get in here and just get wild. You just don't. And then we'll do some circular motions across it. I will say I don't want to become the teacher that everyone sends the videos to. Say someone might be sweeping back and forth. That's okay. If you have learned different from me, then you just do that. But if you see other people doing it and sweeping back and forth or doing a technique that I don't do, it's okay. It's okay. We're all different. We all enjoy different makeup styles. This is just a technique that I really enjoy and that I've learned and that I know works so wonderfully for me. So don't worry about tagging me in videos if you see something done wrong. It's all fun. Makeup is just fun. So I wanted to say that because I've been getting tagged a lot and I've been getting sent a lot of videos and I love for y'all to send me inspo, but I just don't want y'all to send me videos and go, look what they're doing, because it's okay. I'll just never be that person that has opinions on how others do their makeup. I would just rather focus on my makeup and sparkles and glitter. I can teach you and we can help each other here without putting others down ever. Okay, back to the makeup. I'm gonna grab this shade again, and I really wanna kind of deepen this through here. There we go. That should be about enough, maybe a little bit more. But I really want that blue to have a really nice contrast. We're gonna go ahead and grab a little bit of the dark brown, grab it right on the tip of the brush. And then I'm just going to, if you can't shut one eye, I forget I'm just a big old creepy baby doll. But if you can't shut one eye at a time, just look down and just kind of roll this back and forth in there. Okay, I'm just gonna take my finger and make sure that there's no unset eyeshadow base on my lids. There we go. Okay, it's time for the fun part. I don't think I'm gonna do wing liner though. Oh, isn't that great? That is my kitty cat snoring if you're new. We love that sound here. That's beautiful. This is a really good tip. So I'm going to shut this because I'm going to work on this eye. Always keep these shut. If it's anything that's going to dry, shut it, even just in between working on eyes. Now I'm going to grab my brush again and I'm just going to soften over here. This needs tapping. We don't want to spread this around too much. And you're also going to notice that I left my lash line bare. And the reason why is because I'm going to put some sort of liner there. I think I might need an E27, only because I am so particular. You could have done this with the other brush, but I'm absolutely feral. All I'm wanting to do is just soften this top part, but this brush just fits in here so beautifully that I might as well use it. Because I don't want it to be a cut crease. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of diffusing that sparkle and just softening the very top line. Now I'm gonna grab this Sephora gel liner. I absolutely love these, by the way. So if you haven't tried these, you are missing out. They're so affordable. And I'm just gonna run this along my lash line. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, I'm trying to figure out my new favorite pair of lashes. So I bought a bunch of lashes because they discontinued the lashes that I enjoyed because, of course, I enjoyed it, so it had to go. So these are Ardell 424s, and I'm pretty excited because they look similar in shape to the ones that I loved. Oh, I like it. I really, really like it. So let's pinch it together here. That's so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna hop off because I have to film something for Makeup Forever. It's actually about this foundation, the foundation we know, love, obsessed with. But when I return, I wanna talk about how I like to use products with it. So for me, I don't love creams when I'm using something long wearing or something that sets as fast as this one does. And I'll get more into that in just a second, but let me go get started on that. All right, let's finish the face. I'm gonna start with a little bit of corrector. I'm looking for stuff, it's all ran away. I'm gonna do a little bit of peach corrector because the concealer I'm gonna use is a little too light for me. And this little bit of peach underneath here is gonna be really nice. Now I'm actually just gonna wear concealer underneath my eyes because this foundation just looks so good and doesn't need any. Let's just work that in, satisfying to watch. By the way, this is the foundation that I have on. I highly recommend it. Highly, highly recommend this foundation. It's sweat proof. It's so great. It wears amazingly. I've already done a wear test on it, but I did a summertime wear test, which I'll be posting soon. It's wonderful, just wonderful. Great for all skin types. It's so good. Just want to make sure y'all knew what I was using. And now I'm going to use this concealer just underneath my eyes. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. It's a little too light for me, just a smidgy, but that peach corrector should help with that. So this is the only creamy product that I'm going to use. With long wear foundations, this one or Estee Lauder, anything that sets or anything that's matte, it's always best to kind of finish off everything with powders. We're going to be using powder bronzer because as advanced as I am in my makeup journey, even for me, it's hard to layer creams on top of a foundation that sets without it separating and becoming patchy. So I prefer to keep powders with foundations that set, or matte foundations. All right, I'm gonna grab my Huda Cherry Blossom today, just feeling a little spicy. And we're gonna set the under eye. I always tell you this is really important. I keep losing my brushes. I have my powder all queued up here on my puff, and I like to go back in and make sure that's smooth and then immediately go in. I don't even wait to pick up that powder again. I just go right in. We don't have time. So the moment you press those creases in, grab your puff, already have your powder here, and set. It makes such a difference. Let's do my favorite bronzer at the moment. An oldie but a goodie. I'm so glad I started using it again. This is MAC bronzer in Refined Golden. Again, with the powders. And also, please make sure that you're pressing, especially when it comes to matte or long wearing foundations. Anything that really sets on its own really needs the products to be pressed in instead of swiped. You risk lifting your foundation and all of that beautiful, smooth, hard work. You're gonna risk lifting it if you swipe back and forth. So just really press it into the skin and you actually end up getting a more even blend. Now I will say, and I know a bunch of my DMs are gonna vouch for me once I mention this, the way that this is shaped, do you see? And I also want you to see how I'm using it. I'm using this shorter part towards my ear. And once you do that, it just fits perfectly right there. You can see it just hugs. And then I come to about right there and I just keep pressing. And also how soft this is, it will never lift your makeup. This color makes me happy, so I want to use it. Sephora Collection, super affordable. The shade is Hey Jealousy. We don't like that, but we do like the color. And it feels like it's really pigmented, so I'm just going to tap it there really quickly just to make sure it's really even on the brush. And then I think I'll apply it here. Oh, that's so pretty. Don't ever be afraid of these really bold colors. It's really just how much you apply. Now I know that I picked up the proper amount. And then once you kind of gauge how much to pick up, then it's not scary. By pressing it on the back of your hand just one time, it kind of helps you understand what you're working with. And then you'll notice the second time I didn't have to, because now I know that one little tap in is perfect. Now, if you have sensitive eyes, I always recommend a very tiny brush like the E27. And the reason why is because with that big fluffy brush, going underneath here is a surefire way to fluff eyeshadow into your eye. So if you take a tiny brush and just place it and then start to tap, you have a lot more control of what's fluffing into your eye. Honestly, my eyes used to bother me so much and I was fluffing a huge fluffy brush under there, but when I switched to a tiny brush, my eyes are not irritated anymore. All right, I love this lip liner from Revlon. It's in the shade Mauve. And I also like that it's retractable, but it still has really nice precision. And of course, the color is just so pretty. All right, I want to use one of my favorite glosses of all time. This one's from Youthforia, and it's in the shade 3 AM. And it's just so mauve-y, and it's not too warm, but it's not too cool. And it honestly just feels like I'm putting on a lip balm. Oh, I love this gloss. Okay, we're all done. This lip. I have a new favorite lip every single day, but this is different. It's different. It's different. So this is going to be the... Do y'all notice that I didn't crease either? That makes me really happy. But this is going to be the easiest way to get a mild, spicy eye. Okay, look one of the day. I'm going to go grab a coffee, wash this off, and then I'm going to do a few more looks and try out a few more products, see if we can find some dupes. I love you all. I love y'all with all of my heart, and I'll see y'all in the comments in tonight's post.